Welcome back, everybody. Part 3, strong finishes. With a shoulder partner, discuss activities students can do at their seats silently while students work. Follow along in your note page, and I'm going to pause the video, chance to capture your thoughts and for conversation. And we're back at it. Now, the key to these activities is this part right here. Do at their seats silently while students work. And some of the psychology behind this, the why behind this, is the fact that we really want to push the idea that our rooms are always silent when students are supposed to be silent, and kids have the best opportunity to work the entire time. This eliminates the need for students to rush when they can look around. For example, if a student is still working and someone else has finished, that student will really have to spend a lot of energy focusing on other students' desks to see what they're working on. And it really pushes the idea that students are always working on something, and it's not about being done, it's about doing their best. Finishing fast does not always mean finishing well. And especially students in our environments that need a lot of support, it really helps them to see that everybody is working, and instead of feeling like they need to be rushed to prove something. And that being said, these exit tickets are important because they set up success, and students can see how they did on the lesson that you just taught. And after the exit ticket, students can start on their homework. They can read a book. This is my favorite. They can work in a binder, all the work that you've set up for them before the week. And I had different days that would separate the work, so students could be days ahead in their homework. I always taught my students, don't turn schoolwork into homework. And that way students could go home with a pen and have parents sign off on it. And that also helped me build great relationships with parents because their parents were excited that their students were being independent. Obviously, that works with kids that are a little bit older than 5. Another one, work on your spelling, grammar, and handwriting, or your story. We always had a story in my self-contained classrooms that students were working on. And to help kids with this idea of urgency, we have so much going on today. And that has to do with the teacher and the pacing and how much you're packing into your day and keeping your students engaged. If the transition is out of the room at the end of the strong finish, so maybe you finish a lesson and then it's time to exit to the door. If the transition is out of the room, get the student attention, demand silence, transition together, back to that steps in a process mentality, and ultimately do not engage in student questions during this time. Oftentimes that is a teacher mishap. A teacher mishap, when a student asks a question, the teacher takes it, and then it leads to other questions, hijacking the transition. I want to show you a real clear example and focus on the words and actions of the teacher and why this is so effective at the end of her lesson. We have some students working on test prep on a computer.
Did you talk to him yet?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, totally. All right, friends, eyes on me.
Eyes on you.
I need everybody's eyes.
Okay.
Annabella, you're getting ready for lunch and recess. I know that you're so excited. You want to keep working. There's still some talking, so we're going to try it again. So you just sit up so quickly, but step 2, press for success, tuck it in, and step 3, you have 10, 9, lining up 8, 7, Angie is so ready for that recess, 6, 5, lining up in 4, 3, 2, you got the hand sanitizer on, and we are ready. Make sure when you get your hand sanitizer, you rub it all around front and back so you're getting our close because it is out and a little chilly. Daddy, stop at the end of the hall.